Oh my god, you're not gonna believe what I just saw right now.
What?
So I went out for a walk, I was like, alright, let me go get some Pokemon. And Lugia was out there. Shiny Lugia was out there.
Yeah, well, Shiny Lugia is coming back to Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I kind of knew that already. Like, I knew, it's good things are coming in this month. But I meant, like, it was out there. And so I was like, okay, well, it's a psychic type. You know how you can, a psychic type, you immediately think, oh, let me use bugs against it?
Right.
Well, I tried using bugs against it, and it didn't work. It had a new attack.
What new attack?
I don't know. It went,
What do you mean,
and then all my bugs were done. Like, my scissors, my scythers, just...
Done?
Done.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Yo,
Champs is making it. Welcome back to Legendary Adventures. My name is Eli, aka that Big Sauce Gamer Tag.
And I'm Becky, aka Smile Fry.
And Squad, as you just heard it, Lugia is back for a wonderful week of raiding in itself. If this is your first chance of being able to get that Lugia or get that shiny Lugia, oh, you could not have come at a better time, because not only is it available in shiny, it comes with the new move Aero Blast, which is a game changer. I mean, honestly, it may get nerfed in the future, but right now, pick it up, use it, it's gonna be great.
Agreed.
So with that said, let's talk about Lugia in itself and a little bit more in details for all our new trainers, and of course for all returning trainers, and those who are the hardcore. Before we dive into all the nitty-gritty, juicy information, if this is your first time here at Legendary Adventures, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and of course, this is also, you can be notified of the wonderful Pokemon Go vlogs, Pokemon Go raid counter tips, guides, and of course, Community Day, Perfect IVs, and of course, But Like Tuesdays with your Perfect IV information.
And card unboxings that are gonna come soon.
Oh yeah, that too. And then of course with more Pokemon Go news. So with that said, let's talk about it. Lugia, Legendary, one of my personal favorites. I have a soft spot to the Silver, as Silver was the original Pokemon Game Boy Advance game that I was able to own. Actually, not Game Boy Advance, just Game Boy game that I was able to own. That was my copy, because when Blue and Red came out, I did not have a copy of it. I had to borrow it from a friend, so I had to restart over and over for it. So yeah, fun times. But with that said, so we got the Legendary Bird.
Flying and Psychic type, it is weak to Electric, Dark, Ice, Ghost, and Rock type moves.
Okay, so it's got a lot of things that can affect it. Now, normally I'm like, oh, well, you can just run any party. But Lugia in itself, I mean, the better prepared you are, the faster you take it down, and the less resources you go through. And that is important for all you new trainers. Don't just go with the recommended, really put in the work to at least set up your 6-squad team or a backup team. And
with the correct moveset, because even if you have the correct Pokemon but not the moveset, it will dramatically change the outcome.
Very well said. Before we go any further into it, what we're going to discuss right now, we'll let you know out of the gate. We could say go with Mega Gengar and Mega Houndoom,
because they're really good Dark type.
Right. And you would want to run with a party of Dark type Pokemon. But again, to use a Mega in this set format, you have to communicate. Because of what's going around the world, makes it a little tough. But if you got the Discord situation down, text messaging, whatever the case, smoke signals, whatever you are using, then coordinate with the other trainers, set up your Megas so that one Mega goes off after the other, and you're constantly taking advantage of that 30% boost, and then of course that 10% boost to all regular Pokemon as well for the attack.
Niantic, please add messaging in
or something, just a little emoji, good to go, whatever, just little badges of what the types are, so everyone knows what to run with.
So diving into the Perfect IVs, you're looking for 2115 non-weather boosted.
That's really high.
Boosted by windy weather, you're looking for 2645.
Ooh, all right. So all our fans that's out in the Chi-Town area, the big windy city, send them invites. For all those friends that are out there, like in Peru, with the high, beautiful mountains and windy area, send those invites, okay?
Right, and then you're gonna want to catch the weather boosted one if you're not really looking to power up Lugia, because it is gonna give you that higher CP catch.
And of course, if you're a level 20 trainer, level 30 on your way, try to get into those weather boosted raids, with a big party, so you can go ahead and secure it. It's one of the better ways to be able to later on be able to solo a certain type of Pokemon, because you already have higher levels that are outside of your cap that you can use.
A Lugia cannot be soloed at this time right now, not even with the Megas or anything right now.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
apparently you cannot solo it.
Diving into the counters, number 1 counter right here is Darkrai with Snarl and Shadow Ball.
Okay, so
which we just
had. So I mean, this is a great one. You know, it's one of the reasons again why we kind of push to like get them candies, get the double candies that you were able to get during the Halloween event, because Darkrai does come in and into play for psychic types. Now the next one, and bam, if you have not begun working on this particular one, especially for Master League, I strongly recommend, because it is a tank, mainly because it kind of looks like a tank, and that's Magnezone. Magnezone, the electric type, steel type, with the fast attack of Spark and then Wild Charge, which will go ahead and charge up quick and do that damage.
And that one can only be evolved if you're near the magnetic lure.
Oh yeah, so just FYI.
Alright, and then coming in at number 3 is Tyranitar with Bite and Stone Edge.
Tyranitar is one of those few Pokemon that you want to have, you know, either a team of 3, you know, that have, you know, each select move, so that way you're not constantly TMing and you already have it set up.
Right, and Tyranitar is a very versatile Pokemon, and that one is worth powering up all the way up. So coming in at number 4 is Raikou, that legendary dog. Thunder Shock and Wild Charge.
And it's a tanky one too, so it is definitely one to use, but it is costly. So if you don't have many of that, and especially for new trainers, you may want to go with this one that just was out in raids not too long ago, and a personal favorite of mine, the Giratina Origin form. Now this one with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, I mean, it's a spicy treat, and definitely one that you want to utilize. And if you were lucky enough to go ahead and catch the weather boosted ones, well, you don't have to power up too much, because you can just throw them in there and rock with those.
Coming in at number 6, we're looking at Weevil with Snarl and Avalanche.
Oh yeah, so that ice attack is important in regards to it. And Weevil, you know what? There have been some other Pokemon that have begun, you know, moving up to the top, but don't sleep on Weavile. Weavile is a great one to go ahead and have for actually all tiers.
Right, and if you can get your hands on a Shadow one, even better. Moving on to number 7 is Zapdos with Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt.
Ooh, okay, so another great one in itself if you don't have a full team, because again, legendaries are expensive, but having 1 or 2 into the mix to go ahead and round you out with the rest is a great one to do. Moving into the next one, Hydreigon is dope with Bite and Dark Pulse. I mean, a tanky one in itself, a really cool looking one if I do say so myself. And then of course the one that we all wanted in the shiny version. And hopefully if you already have it, like, kudos to you. We're still on the hunt.
Right, and if you don't have one, a one that's more accessible is Electivire with Thundershock and Wild Charge.
Now, Electivire is a great one. Don't sleep on it as well. I'm a little bummed out that Lugia came out before we get the Electivire Community Day, because you would have been really prepped for it. But Electivire is a dope one.
The next counter, one of my favorites, and I'm sure a lot of people's favorites, is Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball.
Now that is what you need to set up and have in your arsenals to go ahead and work it through. Now, yes, you can use the shadow versions, and there are shadow versions to utilize, but the reason we don't bring them up is kind of the same reason with the Megas, is that, well, the shadows are the much more expensive ones to go ahead and dump all your Stardust into it, and then of course you have to wait for a Team Rocket event to go ahead and
TM it.
TM the frustration move off, and then of course even then you have to go ahead and have the right.
It is a costly Pokemon, but hey,
it's an investment. It's an investment. I'll put it that. You take your time with the shadow ones, invest it, so that this time next year you can go ham with using the shadow.
But if you do have the shadow ones all prepped up, do use those ones, because it will make a huge difference. 20% attack boost. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier that, you know, Lugia can't be soloed.
No, it can't be soloed.
So
we're looking for groups of 4 and above with the correct counters.
Now, do know that because it is a particular Pokemon, and because there's such a variance in the Pokemon of what you can use for types, that certain weather will go ahead and boost up in your favor.
Alright, so let's get into the weather. So if you're rating Lugia in partly cloudy weather, that's gonna boost all the rock type moves. So for example, Tyranitar with Stone Edge, go ahead and bring him out. Cloudy weather, there's no pros or cons to that one, so that one you're a-okay. For rainy weather, it's gonna boost all electric types, so we're looking at Electivire, we're looking at Raikou.
Do know that when it comes to windy weather though, it's gonna boost Lugia's moves, actually almost all its moves, so you gotta be wary about that one, because that'll be the toughest situation that you find it in, but it's also the weather boosted one that you get, so it'll be the one where that's most rewarding.
So if you're rating Lugia in foggy weather, you're gonna want to use your dark type of moves and bust out counters like Darkrai and Tyranitar.
Yep. And well, fam, this hopefully should get you fully prepared for the epic battles. So we wish you the best. We send you lots of shiny vibes. So fam, let us know down in the comments down below if you're gonna go crazy for a shiny Lugia. Do you even have a shiny Lugia? Oh, And before I forget, yes, the move is going to be available in the Lugia pool, so you'll be able to go ahead and Elite TM it if you want it. Just FYI. But with that said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next Legendary Adventures.
Peace.